optimal. Okay. All right, we are now live. One
Hello,
caveat
everyone.
that everybody needs to know before we get started is that I just told Sarah and Karen this, and now I'm telling Dana as well. My computer is downloading Windows 11. Microsoft has decided that right now is when I'm going to be getting that update. And
You can't tell it to take a hike?
no. I think I can wait to actually hit restart and install the thing, but it is downloading right now. So if I can't tell it to just not automatically update, if I just randomly stop streaming for no good reason, you should assume that that's why.
Well, I won't know because I'm not where I can really see you guys too easily.
Yeah, if that's
So-
the case,
We'll let you
I will
know.
turn on my work laptop and just reroute Dana there, but there will be an unexpected 5-minute break for the stream. I have contingency plans. Just
Okay, so I think all I have to do is fight something, right? Get in here.
all you should have to do is go to the elevator and fight the boss here. Maybe there's
Okay.
one chest down there worth getting. I don't even know what would be in there.
Oh, you gotta do this. Have you done this thing?
No.
Okay, so there's a couple, like there's a little puzzle here.
Yeah, you have to do the thing. Okay.
I have to do the thing. Okay. Well, let me look around. Alright, there's a switch in there. Okay. There's...
My students are making it. That's where my students are at. I feel like I did not do my best job teaching this week. I'm trying to fix that for next time. We were supposed to move classes in person this week, and then the snow came, so I didn't. Who knows? Anyway, Sarah, I interrupted you. What'd you have?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I think that given the way, gestures broadly at everything, I think it's good that we aspire to do our best at all times, but I think understanding that nobody's really operating at their best right now is probably kinder.
Yes.
kind of looks like... Oh, wait.
It spins. The physics of this are mysterious. Are there ball bearings under the floor? No one knows.
So then that opens that. Yeah, that's a good question. We did musical borrowing and Cantus Firmus this week.
Ooh.
Was that it?
You got more spinning to do.
I have more spinning to do. Okay.
You can spin any of these blocks.
Yep.
There is a gold skulltula, you can hear it.
I just heard, yeah.
It's gonna show up somewhere. I think it's one of the doors will, you'll pivot the door in front of a room that contains the gold skulltula, because they're the two doors that you're opening,
I see.
that you're moving in front of spaces. So, there's another switch.
Yeah. Joe wanted me to brag about how good everything looks because of the upscaler, but I figured I would let him do that to Ryan.
Yeah, no, I agree. This does look very good. However,
Woo!
that comes with the caveat that Joe has pointed out that describing the Nintendo 64 as looking good requires a certain amount of generosity.
I think the only thing it really requires is the sheen of nostalgia and not actually using it on the N64.
I have no nostalgia.
That's the peril. So
Yes.
I played this on the actual N64, and then I played this on my laptop on an emulator, and then I've also played this on the 3DS version, and a lot of the reviews were like, this is how I remember it looking, but not how it actually looked. The 3DS version really sort of makes it look like the nostalgia you have for it, and not pixel
Yes,
perfect the way
absolutely.
the N64 looked.
There it is.
And to cap off our time with Ocarina of Time, before we jump to Final Fantasy VI, whenever that comes out. It said February 22. It's February now, so I want my game, but we'll see. I think what we should do is have Dana put up the original here, courtesy of Joe's upscaler, which really does look nice. That text, actually, now that I'm reading it, looks the way it should now. And I want to put that up next to the 3DS version live so we can see the comparison. And then put that next to the unofficial and very unlegal PC source port.
I love the word unlegal.
Making its way to the general populace, the informed general populace anyway, in the next week or so.
Oh, you mean when we go to play Final Fantasy, you want me to pull up the Super Nintendo one that we have and run it through the upscaler?
No, I mean I want to show every version of Ocarina of Time one last time.
Oh.
Do you have a like a modded 3DS to allow that to display, or just gonna like hold it up to the camera?
I've got Citra. It'll run emulated 3DS.
Okay.
And then I will have, as soon as it becomes available to a non-developer person, I will have the PC source port of Ocarina of Time. I've decided that if such a thing is to become available, and again, strong rumor, reliable rumor, that in the next 2 weeks that will occur, I want it as a game history professor. I want to be able to load that up and say, here's this thing.
Interesting. I can't use the Ocarina. But here's a thing on the floor that tells me to use Zelda's Lullaby. Ain't that interesting?
Yeah. Well, what can you use is the question.
I can walk around.
Leave.
No, you can't leave.
You're doomed. No, you're just stuck.
You gotta fight Ganon now.
Oh, this took a turn. Hi, Jess. Jess had a snow day.
I moved my class online today and it felt good. I'm also moving it online tomorrow morning.
Ganon? Oh dear. Okay.
So, what weapon did you get in this dungeon?
It's not that one.
No, you got one other weapon in this dungeon.
Can I point out, by the way, how cool it is,
the
painting mechanic here? Yay, Serious Play has chosen an excellent time to raid us. Welcome, Serious Play friends. I hope you have also had a snow day. I was just about to point out that the painting mechanic of this fight feels very much like the thing that Zelda 64 borrows from Mario 64, and I love it.
Can I target him, or do I just have to aim?
You gotta aim and aim well.
Yeah, and so you can hold down the C button that it's attached to and just have it drawn and ready to release as soon as he pops out.
Yep. Get him.
Oh, so I have.
But you have to be really lucky. There's let go. He fakes you out. There are multiple Phantom Ganons that are trying to come out, but only one of them is the real one. So if you stay zoomed in,
yeah, you have to shoot and then shoot and then shoot. You have 3 paintings of the 6 to get every time, essentially.
Or you can just wait and see which one gets close and not be in your first-person view. And if you're lucky, the paintings will be close together.
This is not gonna be a fun time for anyone.
You should get some fairies. Before you do this, you should go get some fairies. There's some right outside.
There are, in a little hole.
Yeah, you know
also,
there's a fairy
in addition to our raiders, hi to Ziggy Stardew. Thanks for staying up late across the Atlantic to tune in.
Gracious. Yeah, welcome. All the way from Ireland. It's awesome. Majora's Mask.
So,
well done.
Serious Play Team, where are you in Majora's Mask right now? Because you've been doing that for a couple weeks as well.
Oh,
you can shoot him with the bow. You can shoot him with the bow. The bow reaches.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, you can shoot him with the bow. Just go all the way down.
Okay, hold on. I still haven't mastered letting go of the bow without losing an arrow.
Let's watch Dana do this.
If I've aimed it. Ah!
You're high, yeah.
Yeah, you're down.
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
Boom, headshot.
How many shots does he take?
3. He's a video game enemy, so 3.
That's
Yep.
not true. A lot of things.
So
must have
the
taken, like,
first
5.
dungeon in Majora's Mask is the one to the south. Is that right? The Deku Scrub themed
Damn it!
dungeon.
I hate this.
Yeah, the scrub one. Where you got the tuba.
Yep.
I really.
I feel
hate
like
this guy.
Majora's Mask, one of my issues with it, and it is a game I like a lot, so maybe issues is strong, is that it takes me a very long time to get to the first dungeon to feel accomplished in Majora's Mask, because there's so much random stuff to do that by the time I get around to starting the dungeons, I'm like, oh man, I'm halfway through the game already.
Get out those bottles.
Yep, all the bottles.
Kill yourself, get some bottles.
We're always gonna save, even though it's really just because I still don't know my way around this controller.
For what it's worth,
We'll
even though I
pretend
know
that I'm just being cautious.
that Dana does not feel awesome with the controls on the 64, I think this boss fight is among the hardest in the whole game.
Oh, totally.
Good.
This
I'm
boss
glad we're
fight-
starting on this. I should have done it off stream.
This boss fight is tough.
Yeah.
Good. And me aiming in 3D, I'm not very good at that. So
It honestly, one of the things I loved most about replaying Ocarina of Time on the 3DS is you can use motion controls to aim. And
Right, the gyroscope will aim for
yes. And using the stick to aim the bow and other weapons on the N64 is probably the most frustrating part of this game.
the stick is a little bit titchy.
Yeah, it like doesn't go and then it goes too much.
Yeah, I'm on a Retrobit Tribute 64 wireless, which is more sensitive than the stick even on the original, and I didn't find the original particularly easy to use either. So
No,
I really struggle with it. And the fact that I have to do this like under a time limit, this may be a bit miserable.
There are very few games that require this on the Nintendo 64, and the analog stick is not really suited to more than 2 speeds, slow and fast. As compared to like a modern stick, like if you have a PS4-5 controller, you can hit 3 or 4 different granularities of extension reliably. The 64 controller will not do that for you very well.
This makes me feel a lot better about me as a child because I always found that very frustrating. And it was around the Shadow Temple's boss that I just stopped being able to do the combat because I was just so frustrated. And I still enjoyed the the dungeons. I enjoyed exploring. I enjoyed figuring out all the puzzles. But I got so frustrated with the combat. And a lot of it's because of like aiming the bow. And then on the 3DS, it was much easier.
Not too high.
Honestly, a lot of my frustrations with this game as a child came down to the analog stick being either not touchy enough or too touchy, and it was always the one I didn't need. It was like, oh, I ran off the edge of this thing here.
Yeah.
But at least now you have 3 fairies. You should save before you go fight again. Now that you have 3 fairies.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get in.
And one of the things you can do, incidentally, is if you
hello.
save right here, when you have 3 fairies, if you die, you can then load your save instead of having to go get more fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an idea.
Not that I'm being pessimistic about you winning on the first time. Of
No,
course.
but you probably should be. I don't have a lot of faith in my ability here.
You can do this.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
I'm bummed I
Forgot
missed
about
the fun twisty tunnels. Those hallways are cool.
They are. That's the coolest part of this dungeon for sure.
Oh, I
That
think
really is a really like mind trippy moment when it's like, ooh, and now like up is down and sideways.
Incidentally, addressing some of the tech issues in the chat, the reason I like my sticks to have a very small dead zone is because I have kids, and as they abuse them, the sticks get looser and looser over time, and every once in a while, do I have mine handy? I do. The stick here, like, you can feel it move ever so slightly if you just, like, gently rub it side to side. And you don't want that tiny motion where you're not actually moving it at all to make Link stutter, right? So I have the tiniest dead zone.
So,
programmed
should I
into
be
mine.
standing in the middle when this happens?
You've got a couple of options here, but if you stay out of first person, you'll be able to see which
There's
of the
one.
ones will be. Yep, that's the right one.
Fuck.
And you can. Once he's out, you can target him.
Yeah, you can Z-target him once he jumps out.
Oh.
He gets an icon over him.
Where is he?
Well, he's in a
He's
random
running
painting
to your
now.
right,
Start running
to your
around.
right there, right there.
My advice would be to just run to the right in a circle all the time. Never first-person target with the bow at all.
What?
Start
Wait, you
running
can
like this. Then you see him run towards it and have now. As soon as Navi jumps to him, what you do is hit Z and then hit your bow.
Oh, that's a good strategy, yeah. It's also frustrating because this fight happens so early on and you have so few hearts.
Yes. This is a good strategy too, because you can see 4 or 5 of the paintings that way.
Mm-hmm. This is way easier than
Is
what
there
I did.
any way to not get hit by lightning?
If you hit him with the bow.
Yeah, if you hit him, he won't
I
hit
failed.
you.
Cool.
So there's one of the paintings.
It wasn't. Ah! Damn. Not a good time.
I will note that positional audio here is a big thing in this fight.
Oh, see, you've got 2 that are next to each other. If you turn around, you'll be able to see pretty well.
It's like not registering at all.
There is a spot you can stand where you won't be hit, by the way, because you just did it.
Yeah. It goes in like a...
It's an asterisk pattern, I think.
Oh, it's the ones with Triforces. Why did I never notice that as a child?
Maybe if you just
That
stand on
would've
the
been-
Triforce, you won't be hit, and then you can aim at him.
So to your right?
Alright.
You might be able to get a couple shots off if you just
I
tap
have
it.
0 arrows
Oh.
left, y'all.
Well, I
That's
guess you're...
fun. I guess I can die. Is there any other way to hit him?
I'll look
You
at-
must have...
Nintendo games are usually pretty good about not stranding you in this type
Yeah.
of way. I will look and figure it out for you. I would try a hook shot here
Yeah, hook
before I
shot's
tried
easier.
anything else while I'm looking it up.
The limit with the hook shot is it's got such a slow travel time that you're probably going to need to be like basically straight on so he can run into your hook shot basically. Looks like he's
Yeah.
gonna come out your right. He's coming out your right.
Yeah, you won't be able to Z-target with the hook shot. It's too slow.
Unless he comes.
Then I should just die.
Oh, he's coming right at you. Pull out your hook shot.
Remember that if you rapid press it, the hook
yeah.
shot only punches at perfect front range. You have to press it one time.
Yeah, but I can't aim.
If you hold it down and not release, he's gonna come to you there.
That was closer.
That was really, yeah, that was much closer. Probably a little low.
Just hold it here. Not all what I want.
That was actually a good strategy because he's gonna hit. Why did we never notice the Triforces were safe spots?
Right? I'm feeling really stupid now.
Oh gosh, child me is like, what? Like, I figured out a safe spot with the water temple boss, but I think you just gotta go a little earlier when you hear the sound of him starting to come out.
Okay.
Because he's gonna crisscross in front of you, and it just takes that time to travel. So if you hold down your hookshot button, it'll be ready to go. Yeah, just hold it like that, and then when you hear the noise... So there, go.
There you go.
Yes!
Got him! Woohoo!
Nice work.
Okay, so now
Probably
just
need to
do
hit
that
him
again.
like 8 more times.
It's
Probably
three
three.
arrows. I don't know how much damage the hookshot does relative to the bow. And then it'll start the second phase of the fight.
Nope.
At least you're not getting hit. You could do this indefinitely.
That's what I'm planning.
You could just do the Captain America thing. I can do this all day, like...
Right, literally till 11 o'clock you could do this.
Right.
Really.
You got 3 fairies. You can do this
Then,
all day. You can
weirdly,
just sit
I
there
have
and
to record myself doing something for my students. Tomorrow is video review day, and I feel like it would be a good community building activity if I also make a video for them to review of me.
Nice.
That was 2.
That was good, by the way.
That was very...
It seems like I'm positioned in generally the right spot.
Yep. Also, what's up,
I'm
Jarrell?
just not touching
Nice
anything
to have you
else.
join us.
Oh, shoot. Oh, so I just need to hit him one more time, hopefully.
Yep, and then you'll get into the next thing.
The next what?
The next phase of the boss fight.
Oh, good. Nope. Not quite.
This is much less scary when you can just... The corners were marked.
Well,
Yeah,
the
I can't
Triforce
believe this whole
protects
corner
you.
dodge thing. I always thought this fight was, like, wildly hard.
Oh, this
Now I
fight
feel
was
stupid.
terrible.
Well, if we hadn't found this, I would have been really, really in misery, and so would everybody else watching.
Here it comes.
Ah!
A little early, I think. After this,
Yeah.
I can tell you what to do, Dana, if you want, or I can let you figure it out.
Ryan, did you ever find the safe spots for the water temple fight?
I just
they
don't
can't
lose
reach you?
that one. I don't think it's a particularly hard fight.
I mean, I found that the first time I went through, and so I just was like, oh, this is very easy. And then people were like, this is so hard. And I'm like, oh, no. But I never found this one.
The big
my
Zelda
aim
boss
was off.
secret, keeping
not
in mind
quite
that,
getting it.
like, this isn't my childhood per se. It was like I'm an OG Nintendo player. In Zelda 2, on the last boss, when you fight Shadow Link, there you go.
Alright, what next?
If you go all the way to the left, you can stab him through his shield.
You're gonna have to get out of your, yeah.
Yep. He's gonna charge up a bolt of lightning at you, and you a ball, and you have to hit it back at him. Stay away from him. You cannot damage him directly at all.
Oh, okay.
Did. Okay, you can see target though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
wait
one
for
you
him
feel
to
like
charge
you
up a ball, and hit
And
the
then
ball
you
back
have
at
to
him.
stand down. Yeah,
Okay.
you play baseball.
Excellent.
And he'll
Okay,
hit
I've
it
got
back
berries.
to you right away, like 6 or 7 times in a row. You must
It'll
hit
get
it.
faster and faster.
Yep, you must hit it that many times in succession.
Oh, you gotta hit B and not A. You jump attacked, and that won't hit it back. You have to do just a straight B.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why we got some
Too many
berries.
damn controls in this system.
So just B.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Just be.
Okay. Fun. don't like that it's like immediate tennis.
The further back you get, the longer reaction time you have. So if you back far, far away from him, you have longer to react.
Harder to see though.
Oh, you got him! No,
Now go get him.
run.
Go,
Now
go.
jump attack.
Now
jump
get
attack.
him.
Go jump attack. A.
Fuck.
And
You run faster if you let go of Z target to run toward him. So Z target for the baseball, and then let go when you run.
Friggin' Z target! Ah! This game is obnoxious.
here you go.
Ah! That was crap.
Do it.
Ben has tried to play this because he never played it as a child, and he just gets so fed up he quits every time he tries.
This sounds like Ben and I have this in common.
Yes. He's like,
The only reason I don't rage quit is because I'm on stream.
oh, you turd, he moved.
You can rage quit if you want.
You have a lot less swearing than when I play games I'm mad at.
I think that's also because she's in a public forum right now.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't remember which boss fight it was with Majora's Mask, but it's one where they've got all the butterflies. Like, it turns into butterflies, I don't remember its name. And I was swearing up such a storm that Ben was like, the window is open and there are children outside. Like, you need to calm down.
He keeps coming closer to me. I don't... Can he not?
He's a jerk.
I mean, he is
Why
Ganon, right?
He shouldn't have more than one phase at this stage in the game.
Oh,
Get him,
go
get him,
run.
get him.
Let go of Z, let go of Z, let go of Z. Go right.
I wasn't holding Z though.
Oh, you have lock on Z target instead of release?
I guess?
Okay,
What
well
that
you can
means?
tap Z to let go of Z target then.
Okay.
That's an
Get
okay,
him, get him.
Run. Hook. Yeah. And each jump attack is 2. You're getting better at go laser baseball.
Yeah,
don't
I
like
do think
laser
you're out
baseball.
of fairies though, so
Don't
have
say
to buyer
that.
beware here.
Why did you have to say that?
Well, now you know the strategy. You just stand in the corners with Triforces and like fiddly fart around. So
That's right.
I wish you hadn't
It's a technical
said
term.
Sorry.
it is.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have one more.
that. Not helpful for my confidence, which is
I don't know,
non-existent. Oh.
Yeah, these museum like rope cord fences are really helpful.
Yeah, like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, the angle's really terrible here. You've got this though. Right here.
Yeah, I've got it. I got it.
You
Oh,
do
you
look.
have
You have
one
a
more
fairy.
fairy.
Put your drink down.
Oh. Okay.
Go, go, go.
I'm so glad we caught those stupid chickens.
For sure.
Just
Yeah,
roll with
thanks.
the 10 rupees.
Thanks for introducing the cheese for that.
You were just a
see anything.
smidgen behind.
The rope blocks the trajectory. Like, why did they have to make this so much harder than it is?
Nintendo.
Now I'm out of fairies. So. Come on.
Here's a good angle. Stay right here and don't move and just swing. Go,
Oh,
go,
go get him! No, run.
Fuck! You like lock on?
You can change it in the settings so Z target goes only while you're holding Z, but then you have to hold the button.
I always preferred the holding down version for what it's worth.
As a kid, I preferred to just like tap, but as an adult, I prefer holding on. It's basically back button focus, but for the N64 instead of my camera.
Yep.
Why isn't it hitting him? This is not fair.
Because he's a turd and he can fly. It's bullshit.
Yep.
I have, like, held in all of my squares all day because I've been around, like, the kid who every once in a while overhears it and goes, "What's an ass?" And I'm like, well, it's a grown-up word. And I sang over it very loudly on the Flight of the Conchords. But it means butt or donkey, depending on context.
It's always good to talk about context.
It's very important. And we've had to have talks about how some words are grown-up words. But context is very important. Because it came up again at Christmas, you know? Ox and ass are feeding. It's like, well, that doesn't make sense with butts.
Or you've got a very strange butt.
We spend a lot of time talking about butts. And how
that's
everybody
normal.
has one. Yeah. It's one of the few things Naomi can... Well, she's getting to be able to say more things, but she can definitely say butt. And then she points at everybody's butt. It also sounds exactly like box and bug.
Oh,
So,
come on.
sometimes you hit it and it's late enough to protect you, but it's not early. It's too late to bounce it back. So you want to make sure you hit it with the blade and not the hilt. So sometimes you're just a smidgen too late, and that's why it's not bouncing back at him, but just kind of not hurting you either.
Yeah.
It would help if I could see it.
Here's a good angle for you.
I want to hear this story about not using the word fuck.
I don't have a lot of stories about not using the word fuck. I hate to say it.
No, just Sicko128 in the comments.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This is why I don't play Mario Kart with Amelia, though. I just know it would end very badly.
Because
and
the
so
cussing? Yeah.
Yes, I am just too competitive at Mario Kart, and so it's just better not to play than to try to pretend like I don't have a potty mouth when I play Mario.
You know, there are some games I can sandbag in and like let the kids do well and feel good about themselves. Not that one though.
Ben's really good at it, so I just let him.
Everything. It's really, really nice of him.
He's a turd. He can fly.
He is a turd.
Well, I have thought most things in this game are bullshit. So really, we're just on theme here.
Ben is he's much better at not getting super competitive at Mario Kart than I am, but he lets her, he makes it reasonable for her to win about 50% of the time, and she is so competitive. She gets so mad anytime she loses.
Close. Getting close to me. I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Counterintuitively, he responds to your movement, so if you walk forward a little bit, he'll go backwards if he's not already in a shooting animation.
Doesn't matter.
Well, at least we're right up front with some fairies. We know the corners.
That's right. Don't continue playing. Oh, I was going to say just load your save raw, and then you'll have fairies.
Oh, now you just gotta go grab fairies and arrows.
Right. Or you can go to the title screen without saving and load.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, I have to get up to do that.
That is garbage.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
locked in here.
Or
The
just
setup.
leave the area and either die or go get fairies.
Yeah.
Fairies or death.
Yeah,
Fairies or
I
death.
can't hit the guy because I'm out of arrows.
Chop some grass.
Yeah.
Go find some grass and some pots. I bet.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh,
there
we
you
went
go.
over and turned it off for you. That's love.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He does love me, I think. I feel
I
like
looked
he
it
loves
up,
me
by
a
the
little
way.
less every week.
Would you like to know how many sword swings you need on the downed second phase to win, or do you want to just keep hitting him until he dies?
What were you gonna say? Sorry, Joe was talking to me. What?
Do you want to know how many swings you have to have on the downed... Wait, why are you at the Temple of Time?
Why
Because
am I
she
at the
was-
Temple of Time?
Because you were outside of the dungeon when you saved.
Oh, okay, just warp to the Sacred Forest Meadow then.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how
It's
many...
just the Saria's theme, right? No.
No, it's the green
No.
song.
It's the green one over there on your right. No, like the green one on the second row of music notes.
Yeah, you have to go to the... play the right song.
So hit R. There you go. Do 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 do.
Do-do-do.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Do, do.
You can't do it while you're in this menu, though.
I know.
So annoying.
I was looking at it.
I'm sorry. I thought it was. I was reading a thing on the other screen. I'm sorry.
There we go.
I have a hard time matching the buttons, even though the pitches are easy to remember.
Da, 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 da. I cannot believe that that's the warp tune in Wind Waker. So smart. And the idea that it took me until this playthrough of the game to make that connection astounds me.
You should slice some grass and break some pots when you're in before you get into the fight, so you have more arrows. There's
Where's
some
the
pots.
grass?
There's no grass in here, but there's some pots. If you go in those doors past the wolfos, I think there are just pots around the sides,
Okay.
and they're and past the sculptulas. But instead of going down, if you could look around the sides, I think there are just pots.
I don't have fairies. Is that what you said? No, I have
No, you
fairies.
do have
Got 'em.
fairies. You
Yeah.
just need some arrows.
And my guess,
Sometimes-
honestly, the bow's transit time is so much better than the hookshot. I don't think you'll need more than 10.
But if you look around
Huh.
the sides, like to your left, there's pots, and
Yeah.
there will probably be arrows.
I
in
don't
them.
think you'll need more than 10. I really appreciate the faith in me, but it is unfounded.
Jessica, would you like to see Wind Waker? And also, do you have a good computer that would run it? Because I have the best version of Wind Waker on the computer
do?
right now.
Nice.
I played it on the Wii U. I did not have it for GameCube, but I played it for the Wii U, and it was super
I've got
fun.
the Wii U edition emulated here on the PC. And it's excellent. The Wii U version of that game is just sublime.
It's gorgeous. It's so much fun.
And because of the way it is shaded, like the art direction rather than the technical art, I think Wind Waker holds up far better than any of the previous 3D Zeldas.
Oh yeah, this was. I talked about this when I was doing my thing on nostalgia. I think you have to walk over the center for it to trigger. Maybe?
Yeah, it'll go now. I saw the lighting on a painting change. You can't leave now, it'll trigger it. Yep.
There you go.
Alright.
But, you know, the contrast in how it was received then, like, I can remember my friends being like, it looks like a cartoon.
Oh wait, I should like Z-target him, right?
No,
Or
you
you can
aim
do the
at the
thing you-
center. Aim at the center and do the thing you
I
did.
mean, that was a solid strategy.
Right
Yeah.
here?
A+ strategy. Well, I think it's right here, but you'll have to adjust a little bit, right?
You'll just have boom. Yeah, right about there. And a lot of the criticism, it looks too kitty, but it really does hold up so much better.
Yes.
Like, Twilight Princess worked for me because I had all the nostalgia from Ocarina of Time, so Twilight Princess hit a lot of those buttons for me. But for somebody who'd never played Twilight, or who had never played Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker is much more appealing.
I will say there's a part of Wind Waker that emotionally depends on you loving this game.
Oh, yeah.
But Wind Waker's so good with that new HD lighting system they've added to it. And it's the only game where Link is not merely a conduit for the player avatar, which is why he's named Link, of course. But the Wind Waker Link has personality, facial reactions and expressions, and he's snarky too. He has like smirks when he's looking around left and right. And I love a Link with personality.
And
Hi,
he's got
Apid Arya.
family, and like he's got he has relationships outside of just what the player has controlled. Like Ocarina of Time Link is like, yeah, you know Saria, you know these people, but you're also isolated from them because you're not really,
Right.
you don't belong. You have
In
that
this
sense
game,
of
you
not belonging.
have contacts. You don't have friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's always this sense of not belonging. You don't belong anywhere.
Right.
You don't belong in the Kukri Forest. You're a little high right now. And whereas in Wind Waker, you don't go adventuring because you know you've got the Call of the Wild. It's because your sister got kidnapped.
Right.
You know. Your grandma makes you soup. That was a nice shot, by the way.
Yeah, that was
you.
excellent.
I'm not excited for... Does he only have 2 phases? Please tell me he only has 2.
Correct.
Yes, only
I
2.
believe so.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Wind Waker Grandma is Wind Waker Grandma's goals. That's gonna be me when I'm old. That's me now. Who am I kidding? People show up at my house and I'm just like, let me feed you as many things as I can. That's not true. Nobody just shows up at my house. The one people that we see,
It's COVID.
right?
Right,
We have our
COVID.
pod. Our pod shows up at our house. I feed them like brisket and bread, and I'm just like, please eat more.
That's real. Brisket and bread.
I want
It was hot, it
brisket
was
and
good.
bread.
Oh my god, I have this recipe that I need to send you. It's from this cookbook called Jew-ish, and it's like a roasted tomato brisket, and then you take all the stuff that you braised the brisket in, and then the next day you like use it as a pasta sauce, and it's so good.
Wow.
Nice.
It's like 2 meals for like 1. It's good.
Yeah. Remember when Ryan was like 10 arrows will be enough?
42 arrows later. Now you're doing great.
I'm not landing at all.
You're a little behind.
Yeah, you're a little late.
Behind.
I got 2 cookbooks for Christmas, actually, and I've enjoyed everything I've made out of them so far.
Ooh, what are which ones?
I got the Final Fantasy XIV official cookbook and the unofficial
You're still a
Elder
little
Scrolls
high,
cookbook.
Dana. Dana, I think you're still just a smidge high. Well, those are fun.
They're super
I
fun.
didn't hear what they were.
The,
One was Final
the
Fan-
Final Fantasy XIV and Elder Scrolls cookbooks.
Oh, so they're both gamey ones.
Yes, the 14 cookbook actually has
Gamey ones.
everything explained in lore. And it's like we've substituted ingredients where you can't find the actual ingredients to the food.
If you cannot get... if you can't get chocobo eggs, chicken ones are fine.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Oh, that was clear...
Yeah, you got robbed there.
I think the thing that started us down the path of putting fried eggs on everything was a Persona 4 Aya's Rainy Day Special Beef Bowl. Try moving to a different corner just to like switch things up for the game, because it's screwing you over here.
Well, I don't want to waste an arrow, so I'm gonna do one more.
Sure.
That works.
Because I can't seem to let go without the arrow.
Yeah, just move to another Triforce corner just to switch it up. Sometimes, I don't know. It's like when you hold your mouse over the Wi-Fi thing and be like, computer, I'm watching you. You better freaking behave.
Right.
Like nothing has changed, but I clicked
Hold
on
on,
that
I
little
think the
Wi-Fi
door's locked.
symbol.
Addie's trying to get in. I'll be right... Nope, she just came in. Never mind.
Well done.
Out on a late night grocery run. Oh, here we go. Get him this time, right here. There
Oh,
you go. And now it's on. He's out now.
Need
Bow
target,
down
target and
and...
sword. Need your sword out. There you go. You move a lot in this portion of the fight, and honestly, it will be easier if you don't.
I can't see anything.
Don't watch the blob, watch his hand. He always twirls for the same amount of time every time. And for this fight, though I admit not later, the rate of travel on the ball is fixed. So as long as you see it spawn, you should know when to hit it.
But he's in a different spot. Oh, I gotta release the tension in my shoulders. And our hot tub is not plugged in right now, so I don't even have that to look forward to.
Anthony, no, the shield will negate the projectile, but it will not reflect it. Only the sword reflects.
Because it's the Master Sword, it is imbued with good magic, whereas the shield is just some random-ass Hylian shield.
Though,
Also, that would be too easy.
for some random-ass Hylian shield, if he is still watching on stream, we all need to congratulate Aerond for winning the Zeldathon Grand Prize sweepstakes this year.
What?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Including
Nice.
the full metal replica Hylian shield, and I think a 35-pound Megaton hammer replica as well.
What?
Pretty great.
What?
Oh,
even?
and a brand new Switch OLED and all of the good
Yeah.
games for the Switch, and like $400 of
Holy
other prizes as well.
Crap.
Go get him! Go get him! Go get him!
Crap. No hammer? But
No hammer, but the
shield's
shield's like
down.
50 pounds.
I'm sorry. That's sufficient to the cause. Holy crap.
Do you just like hold it like the turtle, like the little kid Link? Like, I don't know what I'd do with a 50-pound shield. I would just hold it
Go
like a
sledding
turtle.
on it.
This is
You go sledding on it.
Clark Griswold it.
Right. That would be amaze.
All I want to do is play Animal Crossing right now. I don't want to play this.
Animal Crossing is so wholesome.
The DLC is wonderful.
I could not justify getting an OLED Switch, because I have the normal Switch. But I've got the original release Vita that was an OLED screen,
keep
and
telling me
my
to not
goodness,
move, and
what a
that's not-
gorgeous,
that's not doing anything
gorgeous
for me.
screen.
We also have the original Switch and have not had any justification to get any of the little one or anything else, but
Right.
OLED screens are just so pretty.
Yeah, they are.
At one point when Breath of the Wild came out, all of us were playing it on our Wii U, because my brother lived here. And then he bought a Switch and bought Breath of the Wild, and then we got a Switch and bought Breath of the Wild for that. So at one point we had 3 Breath of the Wilds each for the dedicated console.
Nice.
I mean, at least like one of them didn't belong to us, but it was pretty silly.
One of these things is not like the other.
And yeah, see, when I play Switch, it's mostly on the TV. So it would not be useful for me. And there are a couple Switch games, Breath of the Wild among them, for what it's worth. Swing a little earlier, Dana. That work better on emulator than they do on the actual hardware.
I know the particles at Death Mountain always got kind of like hairy. But I played it on the Wii U, which was great because I could just take it in the kitchen with me as long as I didn't go out of the range of the wireless from the console.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I actually got a Wi-Fi extender for my office in part because I kept dropping connection on my Switch in my office. Because, that's important.
First world problems. Our router is in the office because that's important. I think. Why is my dog barking?
Alright, here's a good angle. Nice distance here from the ball.
Except he flew closer to me, so...
Oh, it was good.
Oh, really? That didn't do it?
No, he blocked both of those.
Cool.
But you had it right, you gotta hit it with the tip of the sword. Like, you nailed the timing on that one. Yeah. He's just a shithead.
For changing the camera angle on me, ass.
I always like being
None of the Breath of the Wild Ganons are this stressful. None of them. Why is that?
It's because the 3D camera is actually functional in that game.
You can adjust the angle, like...
Yeah.
I liked the capacity of both the Switch and the Wii U to play handheld, because as someone who was nearsighted, I was always like, I don't know where I left my glasses. I put them down somewhere. I can just play it. Like, it was easier for me. Although, I don't know if that will change. But it's just nice to be able to play. And some things, like the Pokemon Snap on the Switch, are great with it handheld. Like, it works beautifully. It's great for that. Oh, it's so much fun.
Go, there you go.
Get one hit on him. Bullshit.
The jump attack does twice as much damage, so if you use your one hit to jump attack him, it'll end it faster.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Now I'm gonna die because I can't Z-target!
You have fairies.
Yep. But yeah, you can't assume on the second hit you hit it back. He can go as much as 7 or 8 times back and forth.
There's a lot of variables for this fight.
There really are.
There you go.
Or
Well,
you have to
that
be
worked.
Z-targeted to jump attack.
Cool.
Or at least have Z down. You don't have to be Z-targeted, but you have Z down.
Right.
Bring closer to me.
This is the angle you want right here.
You had it. And then
He moved again. This is good too, though.
Can't see anything.
try. You can tell when he gets hit and when he's hitting it back with audio cues. Yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to, like, I guess you don't fall off the edge, but making it feel like a museum, you know, that art gallery vibe was very important.
Now you have an angle that's, ooh, it was unimpeded till he shifted. Yeah, no ropes now. That's nice.
Oh, go get him!
How do I jump attack?
A while Z is down.
And you have to not be holding the stick, too.
Yeah.
That's too many variables.
I think you can have the stick forward, but you have to have your sword out, Z and A.
Yeah.
Too many variables.
I will say this fight is definitely a rougher edge than I remember it being. Because the last time I played this was on the 3DS, which really does ameliorate this camera problem and a lot of other issues similar to it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier on the 3DS. Because I think I would have, like, not thrown it, but sworn a lot. Go get him, go get him! Poke him with your sword. What a shithead.
Fucking...
This boss fight sucks.
God, I hate this.
Yeah. And it just requires too many hits, too, once you do get him.
And a lot of it's luck. If he falls down close to you, you get to have an extra hit or two.
Right.
Or
how many hits does he take?
He takes 13, Dana.
13 hits?
How many? I didn't remember it was that many.
13 hits.
Interminable.
I'm never gonna finish this.
You will. You're gonna do it. I believe
you
in
will.
you.
For what it's worth, Aragorn, you're not looking at this from an emulator. We're capturing the raw feed from a Nintendo 64 here.
At least you're getting the timing. You're getting generally better. That it's earlier.
It gets faster every time.
It does, yeah.
Oh, go get him. I don't know why I'm going to say this every time. It's the obvious. It's like when I go to sports events and I'm like, run really fast. But I don't know what else to yell. I had this nightmare the other night that I was somehow on a high school track team, but my dream brain came up with these really great track and field events, like walking backwards really fast and little kids pretending to be a KitchenAid mixer and jumping into a duck pond and seeing how far you can make your splash go. And there were like strategies of how you wanted to jump into this duck pond. And
that's amazing.
You could always go my route and like make really awkward, terrible noises. Like the last time I played racquetball against Addie, I like barely made it to the ball, and I was like,
Careful. Hey.
And she didn't know what to do because like maybe I was hurt, so I just won the point.
I think one time when we were trying to play racquetball, I somehow smacked myself in the face, like the head with the racket, and we were like, maybe this isn't a good idea.
Maybe this is not my game.
Maybe no games are my games. I just.
What is this? Wait, guys, there was a third thing. What was that?
Every once in a while, it's rare, but he can do a rainbow thing and just melee charge you.
Stop.
And there's nothing you can do.
You have to dodge.
Oh.
Side hop.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Oh, good. So it's good that it happened to Dana.
That's right. Very good. We get to see the entirety of the moveset of the boss.
Right.
Watch
job,
for
Dana.
rainbow colors, Dana. That's the signifier for that.
We need like David Attenborough voice over
So
here.
another thing to keep track of.
At least it's on a unique axis, is the thing, right? Like, there's no other color signifier attack.
And the shape is different too.
Right.
Oh. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. You've got to be getting close.
You've hit him like
13 hits.
1,000 fucking times. Oh, there's the rainbow thing.
Yeah, see,
What
but you
is
got
up
out of
with
the
your
way. It's fine.
characters?
Good dodge.
So weird.
So I got the extremely rare thing twice in a row.
Maybe you just have a funky cartridge. Where'd you get your cartridge?
I don't know. It's not mine. I didn't have an N64. And every time I play, I'm convinced that was the right choice.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what I'm playing either.
It's funny.
Yes!
Hey, there we go.
Did it!
Yeah!
Oh, go you!
That was great.
Absolutely.
That was like a really nice dramatic jump attack at the end too. You nailed it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, really good cinematography there. I agree entirely.
well choreographed.
You're gross.
Willow.
There. I earned my husband's love.
Oh.
I can go home. Oh wait, I am home.
Willow,
I'd
honey.
like to think maybe that happened before now, but hey, better late than never.
Willow.
Lay down, please. Thank you. Thank you.
My doggy
You are ridiculous.
Yep.
wanted to come in, but now she doesn't want to be in. Her life is very hard. Is your life so hard?
That one boss took an hour
Mm-hmm.
due to my incompetence.
No, due to the frustrating situation.
Due to Nintendo Hard.
13 hits is too many. I'm sorry.
I agree.
When you can only get one in, maybe two, at a knockdown, yeah.
Yeah, if you figure out a cycle, it should be like 3.
3 is the magic number.
Especially if there's multiple phases, it should be 3 in each phase. If there's one phase, then maybe 5 or 6. That's a hill I can die on.
Hey,
Could
Ben.
awaken as a sage. Wait, is she like dead?
And keep her down with you, because she's whining, and then she's barking, and then
Can we explain? She's awakening as a sage. Does that just mean she's getting new powers, or is she like dead?
No, she's getting new powers. They're not dead.
Okay. Okay. You and I can't live in the same world. Oh, okay.
Hi.
That's because, remember, she's a fairy, like a Kokiri, and doesn't age, and Link is a human and does.
Yeah, okay.
That's the elf versus human problem, not the she's dying problem.
Yeah, okay.
In fact,
also she's mystical.
right, you're dying, in theory.
Very slowly.
Right.
It's the Aragorn Arwen problem.
Yep.
Yeah, but the solution there is that they're both extremely hot and everybody wants it to work out. That's not the case here.
I mean,
One way to look at it.
Tell me that's not
It's
the
weird
reason it
that
works
Viggo-
out in the movies.
Viggo Mortensen is like older now than Ian McKellen was when they started filming, and that's
It's true.
weird.
That is weird.
It's weird.
It's nice. Poor puppy.
Link's like, what is that thing growing? And I was like,
It's the best part is it looks so much like a nose and eyebrows, but it isn't.
That's funny.
aw, he's the Deku Sprout. Oh, I'm happy again.
They're very cute.
This is so cute. Look at his little smile.
He's like the precursor to Junimos.
I am Groot.
It's very Junimo, in a way.
So,
Andrew S. Powell, are you thinking the primal victory screech of the player or the character?
Player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if anybody has, but that is a real thing. Also,
It is a real thing.
The failure bellow. I think the most scared I've ever made Ben, other than like serious things, like, you know, like childbirth and stuff, was I was playing Portal, and I was trying to fight the last battle, and it was the first time I'd played a first-person shooter game, like with those controls, and I was so frustrated with my hands that he was like, just do this thing, and I was like, I'm trying, and I like roared at him, and it like freaked him out, and he like left. He like left the room and was like terrified, and it was like 1 a.m, and I just like roared at him.
Nice.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it was not a great moment.
I really like it when the kind of victory celebration roar happens as a group, like in an 8-player MMO thing. And everyone's like high-fiving each other virtually all around.
I don't know if a lot of mine are not even like death whales or death wallows. It's like a roar of frustration and anger.
Yes.
That's legit. It's a real thing.
It is. And then my parents would be like, well, if it's not making you happy, we'll take it away. And I was like, no, that's not the point.
Yeah, anybody that was just like, maybe you should take a break. And I'm like, you do not understand.
No.
Right.
And like,
That is the wrong answer.
I must complete this challenge.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Very nice.
What do you say now? Hi there.
Hi there.
Thank you, Tree Sprout. Oh, is he just gonna say all the same stuff again?
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
Just to make sure you know.
What a sweetheart. All right. What now? I guess.
I mean, or sporting events. The Observer parallels with the Roman Colosseum. I mean, like, I from what I understand of pop culture, when people watch sporting events, if their team loses, they are angry and dismayed.
How many fairies?
That does happen.
Listen.
That's what I understand from sporting events.
Cloud over Death Mountain. There's something strange about it. Wait, where was she seeing? How can she see from here?
Can you warp back to the Temple of Time yet? Do you have that warp song?
I think. No, I only have the one warp song, don't I?
Okay. Now you should go back to the Temple.
Yeah, because the warp songs are green, aren't they?
They're different colors, but yes. You should go back to the Temple of Time, actually.
Is it just Song of Time? That's not the warp
Yeah.
tune.
No, it's
there's
not
a
the Song of
different one.
Time. There's a special warp to the temple.
Yeah,
song.
and you should go
I
there.
don't remember where it is.
Go the other way. You're gonna go out through that tunnel that you're facing towards, and you're gonna run across the field. Yeah, I think there are sports parallels, from what I understand, of watching people make jokes about sports.
Temple of Time is.
Go straight along this path.
It's in
Also,
Castle
with the
Town, if
eye?
that helps. It's
Yeah.
in the Castle Town.
Yeah. Also, that monster that I can never remember the name of that was to your left when you came out of here as a kid that had like the flying razor blades of death. That thing freaked the hell out of me when I was a child.
Yeah, there's a
Isn't
great
that just a
phrase.
pea hat?
Yes.
Yeah, the P-hats don't look like that in the other games.
That was my introduction to the pea hat, and I was like, I'm going to die. Like, what is this thing? This is the end of the
What's
world.
name for something so scary.
I was gonna say I just love the name Peahat.
Yeah, it's not very scary in the other games, but you're right, it looks like it's gonna eat you here.
Take her.
Similarly, the Lionel in Zelda 1.
Oh, look at how terrifying.
Yeah, good call.
It's so dark. Wait, how do I get over there?
You
just
can walk
in.
through that little bit of water.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Everything sucks.
Yeah. The Lionel in Zelda 1 and Zelda 3 is way more, like, almost friendly looking compared to, like, Breath of the Wild, where it's this huge, intimidating demon that's harder to kill than Ganon.
Hit your ocarina. Right down, up, right down, up.
Kitty.
My dog has been
Ooh.
condemned to the couch downstairs.
Oh, puppy.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
The cat has joined me and
that
is
one.
occupied.
Yes.
I've been occupied.
Jarrell is right. In Link Between Worlds, they're legitimately tough. They take like 30 hits or something.
I really like Link Between Worlds. That is in my top 3. Yeah, 3 Zelda games. Alright, I'm in the temple time.
Return to the pedestal.
Yeah.
Put the Master Sword back.
Oh. Hello. Hello, Sheik. Does the game use, like, male pronouns for Sheik initially?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, they use male pronouns.
So they do miss. I know about Sheik. That's like one thing I do know from this game.
The pop culture osmosis that
Yeah, exactly.
is Sheik. Does Zelda use magic to transform herself, or does she just wear clothes?
Maybe it's just because I knew that coming in, but like it's pretty obvious to me. Like, I don't know. Like, there must have been some people that assumed that Sheik was female, but maybe the game does a good enough job of.
There's plenty of signifiers, right? Not least of which is like the lyre as instrument.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention Link himself, like the androgyny of that. Like a lot of cosplayers for Link are women.
Yeah.
So I think my take on it was always that Zelda was just in disguise and had not magically transformed her body into a male body. But
right.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is a magical transformation either.
I read a lot of people that like really believed that, and I always disagreed with that. I was like, Zelda just put on a disguise.
Here we go. Now I'm learning the warp tune for the temple.
Yeah.
Part of the justification, I think, independent of wanting to read it as a trans identity, which I totally get, is that in the Smash Brothers games, where it becomes practically relevant that she can magically transform back and forth, there's a white aura that replaces the character, and it is a magical transformation in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is it has to load all the assets from the disc every time you transform. It's not because they care about the lore of it.
Yeah. Oh, like I remember hearing the arguments about whether she was in disguise or had changed her body. They didn't seem to be coming from like a transposition, a situation of that, because this was like way back in the day. Ocarina of Time is sort of
to speak to the Samus thing. Jarrell, you should come to Naxxlgum even virtually this year, because Karen and I have a student who is talking about gender and Metroid.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Nice.
excellent.
And the paper
By the way,
is
you don't
so
have
good.
to go back into the past if you don't want to, Dana.
No, you just can now.
Oh. You were like, the Master Sword back.
So Ocarina of Time was this ties back to our earlier discussion of swear words. Ocarina of Time, in addition to being this fundamental game of my childhood, was also sort of my introduction to like video game online chatter.
Oh.
And
wow.
So I actually I need to like run to the bathroom really quick, because
Okay.
I had like several cups of tea before this stream. So we're gonna leave the beautiful Gregorian chant-esque temple music. I will be right back.
if you have to go potty, stop and go right away.
That's right.
So Ocarina of Time was also my first introduction to like video game chatter on the internet, and at this point we had an old Macintosh computer that had dial-up internet that was provided free through the library service, so it was text only, and had no, like, you couldn't use a mouse. You just had to tab through everything and hit enter, and we got 1 hour of online time through the library per day. And I, of course, looked up a ton of fan theories about this. Dana's not here, so I could, like, how to melt Zora's domain as an adult. You had to find red fire, and it was this complicated thing. And there was one about stealing the Fisher, like the fish minigame, that guy's hat. And it said the camera would be all fucked up. And I was reading this out loud to my cousin, who was like, and I was like, what? Because I had never heard the word fuck. I did not know it was a swear word.
That's hilarious.
And that I was that sheltered, like, 11-year-old child, and I immediately, like, confessed in tears to my mother because, like, I had no idea it was a swear word. And that's the story of how I said fuck the first time.
That's adorable.
That's a pretty amazing story for a first swear word. I wish mine was that good.
I don't remember mine. I have no idea what mine was. But I do know that I got in serious trouble and had to write lines because I taught my sister how to give the middle finger.
I've never been able to pull it off. I don't have the coordination for it. What were the lines that you had to write?
I don't know, something like, I will not teach my sister bad things. Something silly. I have no idea, but I had to write like 100 lines because my mom, the school teacher, taught me teaching my sister how to give the middle finger, even though I had no idea what it meant. I just knew it was bad.
I will probably be virtual at NACFGM, it turns out, because Addie has a conference the week before, and I do not want to drive both of my boys all the way to St. Louis alone to facilitate me going.
That sounds like a terrible plan. I have one more cute, funny swear story. So when my youngest brother, the one who's in the link pictures in the Discord chat, was a little kid, he got really mad. He was like maybe like 5. And he went up to my mom and he's like, Mom, I'm really mad and I want to say a swear word.
So should I stay as an adult then? Should I?
My advice, Dana, is off stream at some point, go as a child. Go relearn the Scarecrow song to something you will remember. But you don't have to do it tonight because it's not relevant for the next space. But that's the big thing you need to do as a kid yet.
Okay.
What you need to do as an adult right now is go to the ranch.
Okay. I'm happier. I have chocolate.
I mean, you'd be allowed to go in person. Anybody's allowed to show up. You just have to pay to go like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And we don't really know what the... Excuse me, cat. We do not know what the fee tiers are going to be, or how, if it's going to be different between virtual and in person, or what. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're totally allowed to go. We would welcome you.
I miss going to conferences. I miss seeing people. I miss the before times, you know?
And also, let's be very clear, the piece of paper on all of our walls does not qualify us to speak. Having informed opinion does. And Jarrell Jones, of all people here, you have a wildly informed set of opinions, to the point that all of us, like, think of you as a person who does this type of work occasionally.
Write down, Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those things are friggin' horrifying.
It's true.
I reiterate, I don't know how anyone played this as a child.
Oh,
I would have been messed up.
It gets worse. The bottom of the well. Oh god, the bottom of the well.
Yeah, the bottom of the well.
Oh, it gets scarier. It gets so dumb.
Ranch is the eye, right?
Yeah, it's the eye on the map, yeah.
My only concern with the ranch is, with what you're suggesting, it might get really frustrating, and after that boss fight.
Oh, it's just a convenience factor, I think.
I mean, it is convenient, it's just that might not be something she wants to do on stream, because it can be frustrating.
Everything's frustrating in this game, Sarah.
That's fair.
The Deku tree was like the first thing in a long time that I haven't been frustrated by. That little sprout.
It is very cute. Cute things are... Why are you stinging at me? Why? It's so complicated. Everything's so complicated.
Oh, okay. So there's no chicken handler now.
No.
Just
Oh.
curious.
So anyhow, my little 5-year-old brother is like, Mom, I want to say this swear word. I'm really mad. And she's like, I don't know if it's going to make you feel better, but if you really think it's going to make you feel better, like, you can say this swear word. Like, it's okay. You won't get in trouble. And she's like,
What's
just,
Fiona name?
up, left, right. Up, left, right, up, left, right.
That's right.
That's it.
So she's like, so which swear word is it that you want to say? And he's like, the one that means poop.
Okay.
And
Do I have to
so
have a bottle?
she's like, okay, I'm ready. Like, wind up and go for it. And so he sits there and like, is only like a 5-year-old kid. And he's like, crap.
That's adorable.
That's awesome.
And my mom couldn't laugh because he was very serious about it.
Right, and laughing will
Which
just
is real.
upset them, right?
Oh, it's terrible. There's sometimes you just can't laugh.
Yeah. That's hilarious, though.
Stardew
I love it.
Valley. Moo. What a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. This is
How do these
wholesome.
cows get out? Are these like factory farmed cattle? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty terrible.
But yet their milk is like super nutritious, even though they apparently are never let in the pasture.
Poor cows.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the ones that lived in the city and like during the Industrial Revolution. That's like a shit show.
True.
Yeah.
Terrifying to read about. Yeah, so Kate Galloway is discussing about like financial implications of attending conferences. Like, I'm trying to remember. I think I've only been to I haven't been to any since I officially graduated. And I'm like, crap, and I can't get student pricing and I don't have a university to sponsor.
Woo! I know what that's like.
Yep.
I miss being able to get to like Grove Music online.
You still can. There are ways.
There are a lot of ways.
There are a lot of ways.
I need to figure. It hasn't been like. I haven't done. A lot of my research has been related to stuff in my distance, so I have PDFs of a lot of the things that I needed, but I need to figure out some ways.
I basically cultivated a big group of folks, including a lot of the folks here on the stream, that I could ask if I needed stuff.
Yeah, anybody can ask me, but I presume that I speak for most of us when I say please contact us if you need
Yeah, if you need
Oh,
access to something,
we're
just
always
like send a
like,
message for sure.
even like Hartford doesn't subscribe to. I'm trying to remember what that database was, and Julianne had access to it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like there's stuff like that too, where like not every school library has every subscription either.
Now,
Yeah.
can you do this at nighttime, or do we need to reset the time?
I think it needs to be in day, but all she has to do is play the Sun Song. So
Right, I was just
write
gonna
down
say.
up, write down up. I think it has to be daytime because
I
I
think
think
so,
they're
too.
in bed.
Yep. All the relevant people are asleep.
Except you, Link never sleeps. Okay. Have you hit Kukos with swords in this game?
Mm-mm.
It is a terrifying experience. Like, I don't know how it is in like the NES Zeldas, but this one it becomes like this terrifying thing.
He probably did. He looks like an evil Luigi. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, Talon traditionally looks like Mario, right?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
So there was a link somewhere in the chat that was about Ganon like Suavisante or something.
Do I want to ride?
Yes, you definitely want to ride
Suavemente.
right now.
Okay. Yes, I do want to know. I don't want to whip my horse.
Oh.
It's a carrot. You give him a carrot. It shows up as a carrot on screen.
Okay.
Also, Matt Thompson is a super awesome dude.
Yes, he is.
Andrew Allows. Super awesome dude.
We're fans.
Yeah, fences must be jumped at head-on perpendicular angles, Dana.
And the low fences, you can just be doing a forward stick run. The higher ones, you have to have hit A to spur go faster a little ways before, so you picked up some speed. So you go up next to your horse and hit A to climb on. Yep,
Okay.
and now you can push the stick forward to go forward, and A makes you go faster.
Where am I going?
You're just getting a feel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just having fun for now.
If you run them into anything,
line up and try to jump that fence. That's what I would do.
Yep.
Oh.
The turning radius is very frustrating. So there are lower fences and higher fences. She hasn't... The first time you can't, I don't think, Joe.
Yeah, you can't be on Epona the first time.
She will need to be for the race, though. Boom! There you go. Yay! Oh, does that horse look familiar that just cut you off? Instead of the bay you're on, the orange horse. Such an unrealistic. He's so stingy. His mustache is on crooked.
It is crooked.
Okay.
It reminds me of that one Disney character from Sword in the Stone, whose mustache twitches when he talks.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, so other what?
This time,
Okay, great.
pay your 10 rupees, go play Epona's song for Epona, and ride Epona around.
Okay.
No,
If you try to
think of
get
this
on
guy's
Epona
name.
without playing the song, she'll kick your ass.
I don't think I ever tried. She just always ran away from me. So play a pony song and she'll chase you. Play her and she'll come to you. Play it and she'll come to you. Up, left, right. And then Z target so you can see where she's going. Turn around. Nope, not that one. Not that one. There she is. Aha! And Epona is faster. Better.
That's right, now you can run around and do cool things.
She's a much better horse. In every possible way.
Good girl.
Yeah, Sir Pellinor. I was right. It's Sir Pellinor. They have gifs. I love it. There are all these gifs of Pellinor's mustache.
So the taller side, the double high fence, you have to have picked up some speed for, which means you have to do the little carrot before you get to it.
Ow, no, stop.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Try
Oh
lining
my
up,
gosh.
yep, go forward and try to hit the big fence. It's there. Fast, fast,
Yeah.
fast. There you
Boom!
go.
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Okay.
now if you talk to him while you are on Epona, he will challenge you to a race.
How do I talk to him when I'm on Epona?
Z target.
If you get on
and then
Epona, hit A.
You don't need to hear how to ride.
Okay, now I gotta click on the link. Oh, that dude!
Yeah, I always loved him. He's adorable.
I have to do that every time, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Checking. So now I have to race this asshat.
Oh, you're on the wrong
You're on the
horse.
wrong horse.
So hit stop moving and just get down. You gotta stop moving entirely. No, don't
Don't do it
race
with this
him while
horse,
you're-
you'll lose.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And save first, because it's 50
Stop.
rupees. So get off.
50 rupees?
Save.
How do I get off?
Hit stop moving, let go of your stick. Let go of your
And
stick.
move away from
A.
him. Move
Yeah.
away from him first.
Because you're talking, it says speak. So
Yeah, you need the action
just
command to just say
step and then
dismount.
hit
Now stop.
stop
Down.
and down.
Now pause and save.
Get off the freaking... Oh my goodness, you cat. You cat.
As a child, I had a real aversion to like save scumming. Like, I would not have done this. I just would have eaten the rupees.
Now talk
like,
to him
every
again,
time.
yeah. You have to stop in front of him and speak.
You are going to hurt these things. I do not want you to do that. Knock it off.
Wait, he won't let me.
Maybe because you already said no this time. It's probably because you already said no once during this ride.
Yeah.
That's bull.
It is. He's very...
Poor Thanos.
Bullshit.
Dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I like that that's in the theme. As Tim talks about. Okay.
Oh, Madame Mim is great. Apparently there's more of this movie in my subconscious than I remember.
I
Movie.
loved that movie growing up. I still like it. I firmly believe that it's because of Sword
That's
in the
her,
Stone
right?
and Robin
No,
Hood.
No,
that's not
no,
her.
she's the orange
That's
one.
not her?
Nope.
She's the only one with white hair.
Yeah, the
Ah,
white-haired horse.
Alright.
All the other horses are bays. There you go. Now if you talk to him...
There you go.
I'm not getting better. This is
Robin
gonna
Hood.
suck.
Okay, so Jessica, when I was a kid, we decided to be Robin Hood and Maid Marian for Halloween one year because
Is there
my
at
mom
least a
used-
course? Like,
You go in a loop.
You just go in a loop. Use your carrots and just go fast. Go, go, go.
Yeah, the trick is to use all but your last carrot because the horse goes really slowly if you use your last carrot. So go down, yeah, and then just wait for that second to last one to regenerate and then use it, and yep. And your horse is just, as the result of like horse breeding, your horse is just so far superior. I feel like that
do I
got...
have to do 3?
Nope, that was it.
Oh.
This time.
He's gonna be mad and challenge you again.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I want the horse.
He's gonna
You
be
do
rougher this time. You want to start using carrots
He's gonna try to
immediately.
cut you off. Yeah, because he's gonna try to pin you up against the fence. So you want to, yeah, see? So use all but that, yeah, don't use that last one, then if you can block him and whenever that second to last one comes back. He's very rude to his horse. Okay, so this got way harder in some of the other versions. Like, sometimes this is just a bitch of a race.
Yeah, it's easier here though. There you
Yeah,
go. You're a
it's-
winner.
Ta-da! And then he's gonna be like...
Well, you'll see.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it, because it was like...
He's really upset.
Yes.
Shoot! Ha ha ha! As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch.
Oh, this is a gold cartridge? What? Got a fancy one. But, so we decided we were going to be Robin Hood and Maid Marian for Halloween, because my mom liked to do matching costumes, and I
I'm
was
guessing
so...
I just have to jump the fence, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just
was
jump
so
the
pissed.
gate he closed on you, and you'll jump
Yeah.
and pummel him, and then you can leave.
I was so upset when I discovered we had to be people and not foxes,
Oh.
because the only Robin Hood I knew was the Disney one, and I was like, wait, what? This is bullshit. But I couldn't say bullshit yet, because I didn't know that word.
Okay. So it's like getting
You
the
can
right
go
angle
over
for this.
any of the fences.
This one's the
it
cool one
doesn't-
though.
I never did this one. I always did one of the side ones.
Oh no, this one's way cooler.
Well, now I'm very
Like
disappointed in Pat Sarah. I'm glad we get to experience this.
Oh, come on. Well, we might not get to experience it. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, like, getting turned around so I can get at the right angle here. There we go. I didn't hit him, sorry.
It's all fine. Wait, now you can ride Epona all the time on Hyrule Field. She moves about twice as fast as you normally do.
It's fun.
You're also impervious.
Yeah, you can't take damage.
So a fun thing to do is to just go around stomping on things. You could just
I have a lot of carrots.
And you can just stomp on shit, which is great. You can also do horseback archery, which is very frustrating. And there are these special poses that you can only get while you're riding horseback, and it's very frustrating.
Cool.
So if you
The
hit
next
B, it'll
space-
show you into the bow.
Yeah.
And basically, opponent
Yeah.
continues on whatever trajectory you're on, and you can aim. But she just kind of goes until she slows down.
Yeah.
After
Alright,
you
what's
give
next?
Epona a spin, Death Mountain's your next destination. You gotta go
But
back
that
to Goron
is
City
safe.
as an adult.
You should save, though.
You should
Through
say.
Kakariko, right? I'm trying to
Yep.
remember.
Correct. Through Kakariko, but you should save. You could also go through the Lost Woods if you wanted, but you might as well go through Kakariko Village.
Okay. It's up this way.
Yep.
Across the
Yeah,
pitch.
there's a bridge
But
on
you
the
sh-
left side.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah.
You should save, though. This is making me very nervous.
There you go.
There. I feel so much
Excellent.
better, thank you.
So I have to leave her outside here, right?
Yeah, she can't go upstairs. There are also some roots that give her problems, which is very frustrating.
Good girl.
And she is actually required. You do have to eventually get Epona. And not yet, but
I don't think you do. I think you can get away with it with the long shot.
oh, can you cross the... That's super dumb, though. Oh my gosh, that's not romantic or awesome or cool at all.
No, and it's so cool with Epona. Like, I never did it without her, obviously, because, like, why would
Oh,
you?
yeah, that's like
But
the defining gameplay moment of this whole thing for me is that moment. Dun-dun-dun, bum, ba-da-da-da-dun,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun-dun.
It's
Yes,
bitchin'.
it is.
That's a very 90s word right there.
I mean, this came out in 98. I feel like that's extremely appropriate.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bitchin'. Which is coincidentally what I've been doing about the whole game. Oh, hello.
Oh, there's a gold sculpture behind that fake wall. You can bomb it if you want.
What fake wall?
Look around behind you there. That
Uh-huh.
it's like an object of
Got it.
interest in an episode of Scooby Doo.
I gotta equip a bomb.
You know?
hmm I suppose you could actually technically go there now, but I don't. There's nothing to do there yet, is there?
We're thinking of the no, I don't
In the
think
valley?
so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much you can do.
No, me neither.
Nice shot. Boom. Have you learned what to do with the gold sculpture the tokens yet?
Mm-mm. I thought I just had to get all of them.
No. How many do you have? Pause real quick.
Not enough to
Go to
be
your
relevant quite yet, I
left.
don't think.
Go to your left. Go left.
14.
Oh, she could get the first up the thing. Is that the bigger... What is 10?
It's 25 for the big token item. Haha, the big item.
I thought it was in... no, 10 tokens she can get a bigger wallet.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Which might be worthwhile. I don't know if 20 tokens will work with the hardware, but... You can actually go into Dongo's Cavern as an adult and just kind of tootle around in there, but you don't need to go there.
Doodle doodle.
I don't ever think you have to revisit that dungeon at all.
Unless you want to get, I think, all the Skulltulas. I think there's a Skulltula in there that you need either the boomerang or the hook shot as an adult to get.
Okay. Yeah, but adult Link never has to go there.
Doesn't have to.
Wait, am I going up this way?
No. But if you play Song of Storms right here, where Navi went green, turn around. If you play Song of Storms right there, a fairy will probably show up when Navi goes green over by that flag. Oh, duh. We know that.
She's just saying the same thing. Okay.
That's
Wait, where
unhelpful.
she went green?
She walk towards that flag.
Oh.
Yeah. Play Song
Now
of Storms.
play
which
the
is
Song of Storms without moving.
A down up, A down up. Why didn't it show up? Sometimes when that happens, a fairy will show up. And sometimes they're a weird
She's
ball
still
fairy.
green.
Yeah, I don't know what she wants.
No.
Maybe.
Oh well. Go up towards
still green.
Goron City. That's where you're headed now.
Yeah, you're not going up to where the fairy fountain is yet. The great fairy fountain with the
Looks
terrifying.
like another bombable wall.
Oh, so it is.
Should I?
I mean,
I don't see why
bombs
not.
are plenteous. Bombs are plenteous. Aronde says it might be the Sun Song. I thought it was the Song of Storms, but could be wrong or it could be right. Oh, it's a chest. What have we got? It's
Nice.
money.
Hey, you made your horse money back. There you go.
I did make my horse money back.
That's a cheap horse.
Who are you calling cheap?
Well, I'm saying in real life horses.
I take offense to that.
Oh,
for
you still need to keep
Epona.
going. You still need to keep going.
But
Epona is.
shouldn't I try the Sun Song?
You can if you want. That'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Let me
you were
think.
right.
That's right
Sarah.
down up. Right down
There
up.
is a Skulltula in Dodongo's cavern. You have to be an adult to get because you need the hookshot to warp over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she said.
You need the Scarecrow song and the hookshot to do it.
Okay.
This one is just being stubborn. I don't know what this one's. I thought maybe there was a way you could maybe do it with the boomerang, but no, I think... Because I remember going back
There's
as an
two
adult.
Skulltulas in there. One of them is boomerang or hookshot. One of them is hookshot exclusive.
Ah! My memory
She
has
doesn't.
not failed me.
No.
I didn't fix it, right?
There's nothing to fix, really. Either you get a fairy or you don't.
Yeah, sometimes
Oh,
you just get a
okay.
fairy, and sometimes it's a weird ball fairy that can't go. You can't catch in a bottle. It just heals you. Oh, there we go. Like that.
Yeah.
See that fairy you can't catch in a bottle, but it will heal you.
That's
There you go.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay. Happiness abounds.
My dog is Beckon. She was too sad. If
Aw.
you put a bomb in the circle of those rocks, I believe a hole opens up.
Well, let's try it.
No Koroks here, but a bomb.
Ooh, that's fun.
Maybe you have to pound that one. Some of them you might need the hammer for.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm just going back. Yeah,
I always really
think
liked
you
this.
found me. Okay, well, let's see. So I'm in Goron City.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just like go down.
Eventually, you'll see a Goron rolling around.
You just saw him briefly. Oh, there we go. So everything is closed up right now.
You need to bomb the Goron that's rolling.
Okay.
Yep. You'll probably end up having to use bomb flowers, and it's not gonna like set it off when he rolls into it. You have to like time it so it blows up near. You're too tall.
There we go.
You're just too tall. Link has not adjusted to his grown-up size body. It's up another level.
It's up another level. Okay. Oh, I hear a guy.
Yeah, and that'll take you back to the Lost Woods. You can hear
You can hear.
You can also hear Saria's song.
Oh yeah.
The Skulltula is, I think, on the back of this suspended platform. So
Yeah.
the other side, if you go around, I don't know if you can reach it with the hook shot you've got. You might not be able to collect it, but I think it's on the back of the platform. So if you use your hook shot to look. To your left.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you need the long shot.
Yeah, I don't think you can collect. You could kill it with a bow, but you can't get the token yet.
Okay.
So.
Too high.
Too high.
This game I blame for my preference to use inverted Y stick, like Y-axis controls, condemning me to a lifetime of flip-flopping controls whenever I pass the controller back and forth with Ben.
Yeah.
That
Go
goes
up one more
down.
level.
Here you go. And if I remember right, he won't run into the bomb to set it off. You have to, like, time it so it explodes when he's nearby.
Am I too
Correct.
high?
You are. It is down
It's
right
the
below
second
you.
level?
Yes.
One.
So you might just end up wanting to use bomb flowers, because then you don't have to... Yeah, he'll, like, run away from you. If you use
Stand next to
bomb
the
flowers...
bomb flowers, then you don't waste your stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So when he starts coming around, you'll have to figure out the timing for his roundabouts, because he'll turn around.
well. Okay. Okay, that was way too early. Darn it.
You can also, like, run after him and throw it ahead of him, so when he runs away from you, he runs into it.
You won't catch him this way.
No, you have to go the opposite direction, and then he'll see you and turn around, and you can...
Yeah.
That's another...
Pick it up now
viable-
and start running. Yeah.
And so that way when he... Yeah, and then throw it, and then he'll... Yeah! Just like
Perfect.
that, boom. How could you do this?
I don't like myself.
No, wait, it gets better.
Yeah, it's very good.
He's named after me?
Yes!
Oh.
Because you're a friend of the Gorons.
Is that it?
No, you go
Well,
talk
no,
to him.
talk to him.
It's not giving me a talk option.
Hit Z. When there's a blue arrow over him, hit Z. There you go.
It
Go over by his head. Go over by his head. You're by his butt.
There you go. Now press... There. There it is.
game is very finicky.
It's particular.
My dad is Darunia. I cured his depression with a song. Because it's that easy.
Right? If only.
I mean, that dance he did was one of the other delightful things that has happened
So,
in this
real
game.
talk, getting
It's
up
a
and
highlight.
moving your body can fix depression, right? Like, there's often a resistance to
help.
doing something, and once you do
I mean-
something, you can get out of your funk and do more things.
Yeah, like, as in, like, I'm feeling depressed today. Like, clinical depression, I don't know how much, like, get up and dance necessarily fixes it.
May not permanently fix it, but it might
Right.
aid in the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that's like,
tool.
it might not hurt to try, but I always remember, you know, like, that if you have period cramps, go exercise. And I remember my roommate had somebody suggest that to her. I think it was her boyfriend. And she was like, I'm a cross-country runner. I know that doesn't work.
There are some problems that the boyfriend should not be suggesting solutions for. I think that's probably one of them.
Yeah, especially because she was a cross-country runner for our college. Like, she would have known if that was effective.
Well, and I feel like, you know, most folks that are dealing with that stuff chronically, it's like, yeah, you've either heard it a million times or you've tried those things.
Exactly.
So it really, it doesn't help when people are like, you should try dancing.
Have you tried essential oil?
Have you tried listening to Saria's song?
Jeez.
Yeah, essential oil, and it's like some girl you went to high school with is like trying to sell you on some crap.
And she calls you Hun.
Hun. It's always Hun.
Hun. No, I don't want to subscribe to your pyramid scheme. Oh, his dad might be eaten by a dragon, and now you're sad.
Oh, look how sad he is. Oh.
Also not helpful with depression is when people try to, like, toxic positivity, like, it's not so bad.
Right.
That is unhelpful bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, chronically ill folks too are, always getting. I have a friend who has Crohn's, and she'll post anything about just like how her life is going, and she gets people in her DMs being like, "Oh, you should try like going vegan, or you should try." And she's like, "I am on a very carefully controlled diet by my doctors." Like, fuck you.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Every single time.
That's garbage.
This is why I have my Instagram private. Folks I have to know you in person. Because I share pictures of my child on there.
I think I have an Instagram. I'm not sure. I popped onto Facebook to, like, share the information that our book is out and, like, can be pre-ordered now, which is super exciting. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna, like, see if some of my friends have posted pictures of their kids, not stalk, but just, like, grad school friends. And then I was like, oh, it's a cesspool. I have to leave again. And
what,
so
Facebook is?
Yes, Facebook is just, like, I really just want to see, like, pictures of my friends' kids and pets. And maybe book recommendations. Like, I found some cool book recommendations in the 2 days on, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. I cannot stay.
Yeah.
It's all just like folks sharing articles. Like, my problem is how many of these sites are all about just like not having anybody just share their own things anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to tell me about themselves.
Yeah, like, I want to hear about what my, friends from such and such a place are doing and what weird things. Like, how many of the people I knew from high school are still stuck in our tiny town?
And this is why I actually go through my feed on... Oh, nice. I actually go through my feed on Instagram because the stories are a lot of that same, like, you're just sharing... And I share stuff too, but I also try to post as me as much as possible. So, like, Instagram's the space where that happens. Twitter, there's a lot of retweeting, but I feel like I engage with Twitter in a way that is... I don't rely on it very much. Okay.
Oh, I do a ton. Man, Twitter is like...
Yeah, I know you're on Twitter a lot. Wait.
I lurk.
Twitter can be so toxic, though. All of them can be so toxic.
All right, Cameron, I go down, right?
Yeah, you can. You can go... Those doors opened.
Yeah.
So that's a shop on your left. Or at least it used to be. I think it still is.
I don't remember if it's open now or not.
Yep. Nope, it's a shop. The only Goron not terrified is this bored dude. Look, Reese is so sarcastic.
He's not bored, though, right? Ganondorf is feeding all of the other Gorons to the dragon, right?
Yes.
That's not very nice.
And it has a very Yannick name.
All the bombs. That's pretty much everything, huh?
Yep.
I think one of the most frustrating things, one of the things that made me really angry about this game is the aiming is so frustrating, and all the mini games to increase your capacity involve a lot of aiming. And it's like, that's already hard. That's why I need more arrows.
Right.
With the exception of the very first
Wait, you turned green there.
Yes, that's where you played the Zelda's Lullaby 7 years ago. You don't have to do it again.
Oh, I don't have to do it again.
But it's the same rug, because it really ties the room together.
Jess actually has an amazing rug in her living room that it looks like a classic, like, carpet, but if you look closely, it's all themed after. It's like bowling pins and
oh, that's fun.
It's really funny.
So Jessica talks about like hearing somebody say "Don't worry." Oh yeah, that's a garbage thing when you're really worked up. Feeling invalidated is a huge trigger for me. Like if I feel invalidated, I just sort of like I shut down and I'm like, okay, I'm out. Like I'm out. Oh,
Hey,
you have to change your clothes.
Yeah, put the new clothes on. No,
Hit
don't
pause. You don't have to leave.
But I'm gonna.
Yeah, if feeling invalidated or it's not that bad.
Ooh.
It is that bad. Oh,
There
it
you
is
go.
definitely that bad. I have, as I've gotten older, I have even less and less and less of my kids.
So wait, I have a question. Is this an old enough, like, original run cartridge?
Oh, that it has the chant.
That's right.
I don't know if that's in any of the U.S. Let me go pull my.
No, I think
copy of
it's
Summers.
Japan. I think it's Japan only. Now that I think say
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out loud.
I do think so.
Tim Summers' book actually talked about when that got switched.
Yeah, I talked
Yes.
about it too, but I don't remember exactly when. The process, people have different opinions on that. Some folks are like, it never got released, and other folks are like, no, it actually did, but with very limited circulation. And so it's hard to know exactly, like how that went down.
I would trust Tim's word in the book because I don't think he would put it down in print unless he was 110% sure he had the right answer to that.
Yeah, I haven't seen his book because it's $4,000.
It is a lot of money. And the reason I have it is, oh, look at that. I don't think I can make that jump.
Oh, but you have a useful tool.
Yeah.
Oh, is there like a hook shot thing?
Yeah, just hook shot the wall. It's
probably hook
climbable.
That?
You can
The
hook
ladder.
shot the
Ladder.
bridge. The bridge.
Oh. Because I can climb up. That's what you're saying. I
Right.
see. Oh, hello. Well, this is a nice little love duet here.
Yeah. Oh, also Summers' discussion of that involved talking to Nintendo. I know also.
Yeah, then
and
that's going to be more reliable.
Yeah. And I too only have a copy because I did a book review of it.
Yeah.
And
Same
I was
here.
like, yes, please.
Yeah, I have it because I'm in the process. This is actually a part of that. The idea is that the
I
book
reviewed a different
gives me a
intellect
different take
book,
on it.
and I got the Zelda book as my pay.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. I'll do that.
I would do that. I don't think I just did it for JSMG. And I was like, yes, please, I will take the book. I like books.
I love this tune.
Oh, my Scarecrow song is a slightly modified version of this.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only difference is I made the last note a left instead of a down because I liked this one so much.
Oh, listen to the yeah.
Yeah. It's literally the bolero
Yeah.
of fire.
Yeah. It is nice because I mean, a lot of games would just use the musical terms without any connection, and for the most part, there is at least an arguable connection because I have read this chapter like on all the like warp themes and stuff.
Yes.
And is this kind of a warp theme? I don't remember. Either way. We're at Bolero of Fire, the Nocturne, the Prelude, and like even when he's like, yeah, there's not necessarily like hard and fast features that need to be in like a Nocturne, but like it fits. So
Oh, Jarrell, that's still a legit joke. Absolutely correct as far as Ravel is concerned.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's true.
So if you really want to scramble and challenge yourself, play the warp song here when you're a child. You can't wear the red coat, and there's a heart piece here in the heat zone as a kid. 45 seconds to get it and get out.
Oh, if you have more hearts, though, you get more time. Because it
Yes,
doesn't.
true.
It
So you can
doesn't
just do it
insta-kill you.
later.
Yeah, it doesn't insta kill you, so you just
Come on, lay down. Lay down. Thank you.
Oh, that's not gonna do anything. That's just where you'll arrive when you warp.
Yeah.
Oh. Whenever I see a Triforce, I'm like, Zelda's lullaby.
That's not a bad association, you know? It's a symbol.
If you go due north now, you'll end up in the next
hookshotable.
dungeon. But I think we should probably call the stream here.
Okay. Whoop.
I'm really sad I can't send a meme in the Twitch chat because I have a relevant one of our discussion of like essential oils and all that bullshit, and it involves what we do in the shadows, and I can't share it.
I love what we do in the shadows.
I also love what
Dana, before you quit for the
Jess
night,
actually
go
introduced
in the
us to that.
dungeon and save. Then you'll start there the next time.
Where, this is the dungeon, right?
That's a good idea. Here, I'm gonna put it in the stream for the people who are on the stream. I'm gonna put my meme.
Yeah. And no, Joe, the chant in question is not present here.
Am I in the dungeon yet?
No.
Okay. Now I'm...
But now you are.
Okay. Now I will save. Yeah, Jess introduced us to what we do in the shadows, and it's delightful.
Okay, when you get off of here, you can see my relevant meme. And what we do in the shadows is excellent.
Yeah, I always think of the
excellent.
creepy paper.
Nice. Right.
Crepe paper.
Jessica, I will get my fun copy for Wind Waker that'll run on PC to Dana, and she can get it to you.
Easily.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out probably over the weekend.
Okay, it's on my
Have a crafting
laptop right
day.
now rather than the desktop. I only have Twilight Princess on the desktop right now. But I will fix that. In any case, I have to install Windows 11 and then record a video for my students tomorrow morning.
Good times.
So
Good times.
Interesting.
I have to pick a game I'm really good at so I can show off.
He said this copy has the crescent moon symbol on the blocks. Which I guess,
think the chant is inside the dungeon, and you just walked in. Because the chanting men's voices is inside the dungeon. So, I think if you just stand around.
Why was the chant removed?
Wait, stop.
The
No,
chant
this
was
is the
removed.
chant.
Is it?
This is not the chant that was in my version.
Ah!
Oh,
You know
sorry.
what, fight these bats and then we'll listen for 2 minutes here.
Yeah, because this is... If you hold up your shield, it'll knock the fire off of them when they run into it. Or you can shoot them. With your bow.
Can I hook shot him?
No, you have to use your bow. The hook shot's too slow. They're on the other side of this thing. You can also just wait until they swoop you, and then just shoot them. Just hit them with your sword when they swoop you. They'll go get more fire, though. Okay, so if you listen, this is not the chant that was in my version of the game, so just hold tight for a second.
And yes, this is the chant that is eventually removed. So it is in the gold editions of the game.
Interesting. That's really interesting.
I'm looking, it says it's removed in version 1.2.
Yeah.
Version 1.1 changes a couple gameplay bugs, but the actual music here is changed in 1.2.
Yeah.
I've never actually gotten to hear
Why did
this.
it get changed?
Because it is a sample of a clip from a religious chant.
It's
Right.
it's a Muslim prayer.
Physical
and-
manifestations of Islamic religious things in fictional works is offensive. It's the same reason you don't draw
No,
Muhammad.
you don't have to explain that. I didn't know what it was from.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what it's from, but it's also explicitly a Nintendo policy to never reference a real-world religion.
Yeah, so this was included in a bunch Tim Summers talks about this in his book, that this was included in a bunch of basically like library music, so they didn't realize it had a religious meaning to it when they used it, and then
were
they
just
found
using
out
it for the texture, and then they found out and took it out.
that it had text. Yes.
How cool that we have the version that has it though.
Yeah, I've not actually. I don't think I've ever actually heard it. I've read about it extensively, but I've never heard about it.
I mean, cool from the standpoint of being academically interesting. Obviously,
Yes.
that's quite a big gaffe on Nintendo's part.
You can hear it on YouTube. The thing is that they didn't
makes sense.
know where the sample had come from originally and didn't realize that it was from an actual religious tradition. When they found that out, they removed it immediately. It did not have anything to do with the fact that it was Muslim. It had to do with the fact that it was actually a real world.
Right.
Religion.
And it was
They wouldn't have
pre-backlash.
sampled actual Gregorian chant either.
Yeah.
Even though
they don't use
they
any
have
of
stuff that sounds chanty, like when you're in the
Right.
Temple of Time.
Yeah.
Obviously, we like that sound, but yeah, we don't.
Right.
We wouldn't
For what
use
it's
it.
worth, the Castlevania stuff is censored for the American versions differently. Castlevania is very intentionally a Catholic story. There's no way around that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like the whole idea of that whole series of characters is super Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in the 90s. Nintendo did not want any religion references at all.
Right.
And there's also the difference of an allusion versus a quotation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, they allude all the time.
Yeah. And with the removal of the chant, part of the rumor was that there was a backlash, and Nintendo removed it because of the backlash. But what Summers clarifies is that it wasn't due to the backlash. It was when they found out it was a real chant.
Yeah,
It
and
wasn't
that, I
because-
mean, that's been known
Yeah.
already. That's not new.
Yeah.
People have known that for forever. But I think the story kind of spiraled out of, into that
Yeah.
myth later on, but people knew right up front what was going on. People hadn't had time to hear it yet for there to be a backlash.
That hearing about it later was all the timeline got jumbled. Like hearing about it sort of the way it filtered down, it became this. Well, it got changed because of backlash, and not because it got changed because Nintendo figured out what's going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Neat.
That's
Well,
the
hey,
deal.
we learned something, and we had the right version of the game to hear this moment, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, maybe
You
next
also
time we will compare and
beat Phantom
contrast the two
Ganon.
versions.
Yeah.
that's always a good analytic technique. And you beat Phantom Ganon, who's a giant pain in the ass, and you got a Epona. You did a lot of shit today.
Yeah, it's true.
Doesn't feel like it, but glad we make a little progress.
All right, gang.
A little bit at a
I'm
time.
going to end our broadcast for the week so I can install Windows 11 and work. Alas.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
Have
Good
fun.
night, everybody. We'll be back next week.
Good night, folks.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
All right.